Hello and welcome to Modded Minecraft. In this series I will be exploring the world of Minecraft in a modded mode. Let's get straight into it here. I am recording this as a narration because my microphone wasn't working at the time, so I've had to record this after. So in the future, hopefully I'll be recording this at the same time, but no promises. Anyway, so just gonna start off just doing wood as usual, and yeah, it's very exciting. Wood. So basically this series is just involved exploring just a bunch of different mods that are on, which put a pretty list of all the mods that I'm using in the description. I'll show you a few of them that are there a bit later on. Just scroll through all the items available. There's over 55 pages of items, I believe it is, in the just enough items page, so there's quite a lot of stuff to go through. But yeah, we'll find out about that soon. Anyway, so I'm playing on a server I have, so if you're wondering why it's night time, it's just because the server had already been started and I hadn't been able to actually start recording till recently, so yeah, I just have to deal with it being night already pretty much. So here I'm just digging a hole to just get some cobblestone to survive the night. Not really sure what's gonna happen yet. Oh, I do, but anyway, I've already done this like 6 hours ago or something now, so I know exactly what's happening, but yeah. So this because this is just a narration of the video, it probably won't be just talking about what's happening in the video and anything else, just because I don't know what else to say, so I'm not actually playing the game at the moment. I'm just watching this. I'm watching a video at the same time as this and just recording this as we go. Don't know what else to do, so let's just roll that. So, no, this video was recorded in, I think, the end of the video was an hour and 17 minutes or something, so I think I'm cutting it up. I think I've cut it up into 20 minutes sections pretty much. And you'll know when you see it. You'll see the video length, but yeah, it's just 21 minutes 29 seconds is this currently before all the editing, so fun. Now currently this is just a solo series I'll just be doing by myself. I'm not sure, I might have friends join me later on, or I don't know if I'll even continue this series or if I'll just go do something else with other people, because I usually play games with other people. I'm not exactly a solo gamer, but most of my friends aren't that big into Minecraft, so I usually end up doing it by myself. Anyway, one thing to note is this mod pack has Vein Miner in it, which is basically a mod which lets you just mine veins of ore or trees or anything just all at once at the press of a button. So you just mine them as usual and it'll just chop it down all at once and just use extra durability on your axe or pickaxe depending on how much you chop down at once. At the start here I didn't know you could use it on trees. So around halfway through this episode I realised you could use it on trees, so I'll see that later, but I will be using it on a lot of coal later on, which you'll see. Spoiler alert. So yeah, it's unfortunately just going to be a rather slow start because everything was going terribly trying to set this up, and by the time I got in I was just done and just went through. So here you can see I'm just going through all the pages of items that are variable. So just got mods like Ars Magica 2, Thermal Foundation and its expansions, Tinker's Construct and its expansions, Mekanism, I can't, still Tinker's Construct, Pam's Harvest Craft for food, Spice of Life, which is a mod that changes the way the food works, which you can see on the food bar. There's a 1.5 bars of railroad food, which is basically just saturation, I think it's called, and basically just those two, now one thing will just slowly fade away and eventually just disappear, and once that's done your actual hunger bar will start going down. Especially just the way to do it for your food to last longer. However, the downside of that is that the mod adds in a diminishing return factor on the food you eat, so you can't just eat bread forever. You have to eat a variety of foods, otherwise you will just start losing benefit from the foods, and eventually the foods will just take forever to eat and they won't even fill you at all, they will just do nothing for you. So it's a pretty cool mod to play with, because it's really as a reason to actually go around and look for other types of food, which I find really good, and the addition of Pam's Harvest Craft is a really good mod to have alongside it, because it adds all those types of different foods you can make, and it just adds so much variety that it's just really enjoyable to go around and search for all the different types of food. Now, I'm just waiting for the night to end now here. You saw I fought a creeper before miserably. I'm using the journey map mod on this series. Just it's a pretty nice mod. I've not done this version of the mod before, so you can see I'm just messing around and figuring out what that is, and I'm just finding out how to see the actual random there. It's changing to daytime now. It's a very extensive map add-on. There's waypoints, which I'm not sure, I don't think I show here, but you can add waypoints in, which you'll see later on, that you can just put anywhere basically in the smart where your things are. You can enable them or disable them at any time you want, so you don't have to keep them on all the time and clogging up the screen. You can see I'm just changing the theme of the map right now, just waiting for daytime, just messing around with it a lot. Didn't know what else to do. So yeah, it's very exciting right now. The number one in the red bar and the blue bar on either side of my hotbar, that's the Ars Magica 2 mod stuff. One is the mana level, I'm pretty sure. The other, I think Chaos or something, I'm not exactly sure, I haven't played this mod in years. And then you've got your level, I think, for your wizardry level or something like that. I don't know. It's a great mod I'll probably get onto a lot later in this series. I thought I was going to be thrown into it straight away, because you can get a item that allows you just use magic to dig items to dig plots instantly, which I always just try to get, mainly because it's great, but it turns out you need to be able to mine stuff with an iron pickaxe, which it took me a while to do, because just a warning, the first few episodes will just be me searching for a house. I might cut out most of it in the end, because it's kinda boring. Just a lot of exploring, just gathering random resources. I'm just chopping down as many trees as I can here, just thinking that I was hoping for a cranes biome to be nearby, so I could go to that straight away and make my house there, but that doesn't end up happening, just to be warned. So, take it on. Yeah, those are just Desert Novas, just some flowers from Ars Magica 2, the mod I was starting up for. Something I'll need later on, so you'll probably see me gathering random stuff a lot. It's just stuff that I know I'll end up needing later on, which I'm not sure if it'll be wherever I go to, so I'll just gather it now, just in case. And don't mind me jumping on the trees, I've always preferred jumping on the trees to travel. It's just been rather fun. I do fail a lot. So, sorry. It's kind of miserable, I know. I do understand fallacy, and there's a creeper that's gonna go up because I'm a noob at Minecraft. So as you can see, when I eat the apple there, it just fills up my saturation bar a bit as well. Less than the actual 100 bar, but it just adds a bit more food that's really useful to have. So even if your 100's not full, you will get a saturation from the foods you eat. Just don't mind those chunk errors there. I'm not sure what's causing that. It's just a thing that happens, and I can't be bothered just dealing with it. So I'm just currently searching for somewhere to set up a basic base of operations, just to start my exploration more, I guess. So I'm just trying to get this pull first. You'll see that old saved thing every so often, just ignore that, it's just a server side thing that happens. This mod pack is fully custom. I just put a bunch of mods together myself and add them together, so there's nothing special about it, it's just random stuff basically. So yeah. If you want to join in the adventure, I'll just leave a link to all the rest of all the mods. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get all the links from where I got them, but I'll see the rest there if you want to see what mods I'm using. And Minecraft version 1.10.2 is rendering, so don't expect some stuff like Reactors or anything. I haven't played vanilla Minecraft in ages, and when I have Reactors and stuff around a thing, all that fancy end stuff, or even some of the nether stuff or anything, just like rabbits or anything, parrots, all those crazy things, I have no idea what half of them are. So I don't expect to see any of them in this, because I don't think half of them are even in it. And even if they are, I don't know what they are, and I'll probably be focusing more on the mods and automating stuff in this more than anything else. So yeah. Yeah, these are just Rocketries, which are very useful later on once you get into Mine Factory Loaded, which is another mod in this pack. Oh, and Natura is also in this, just a nature mod pretty much. Normally I'm just seeing what you can make with the cotton. I know in other mod packs it can be used for different stuff, so I have to figure out where everything is in this. Some getting some cotton seeds. So I'm pretty sure cotton can be turned into string, which may become useful later on, but I do not know yet. I'm just killing cows for whatever unhealthy food. Just having a rise spark, it seems. That's another mod, is mystical agriculture or something like that. That's what the item in my hand is from, Inferior Essence. Just a magical mod sort of thing where you can grow magic plants and stuff that are kind of useful and come in quite a lot of handy later on. You can grow diamonds, emeralds, iron, gold, anything like that, ender pearls. With I'm pretty sure it's also got extensions for some of the other mods, such as Tinker's Construct, I think was one of them, so you should see some fancy stuff from that. Normally pausing there, just had to check some stuff, and just now having a raid spike there. Just picked up a cherry tree sapling, I think. I didn't know I picked that up. I was probably wasting my energy space the entire adventure. Great. Some more Ars Magica 2000 I'm picking up. Turns out I'll end up building for now is there's a bunch of them right there anyway, so it's pointless. So I'm quite a long trip to my place, so I might end up just doing this episode and just skipping out on the next one I was going to make, just because it is going to take, it takes that whole episode's just travelling, I'm pretty sure. It's basically the same as this, which is probably boring to watch, so I don't see any point putting it up, unless people really want me to. I'll probably just skip that episode for now. But we'll find out later on, won't we? This is this barley. It's just basically just wheat. You can craft it into bread, as you will see in a sec. There we go. Just like normal wheat. It's just another way basically to get a lot of food quickly, which is not helpful in a small pack, as you'll see soon once I start eating the bread more, because it quickly comes and starts doing diminishing returns, as it's called, which you'll eventually see. I think this is where I use, this is where I use Vein Miner. No, this Vein Miner. There we go. That's the Vein Miner mod there. And every time I go to use Vein Miner, I'll probably pause for a second, just because I have to. Whenever I was binding the Vein Miner button to my mouse, it would crash my game for some reason, so I had to bind it to just key on my numpad, so I'll just have to move my hands over to be able to do that at the same time. So every time I go to Vein Mine, you will probably see me just stop for a sec. That will be why. Just a random side note, that doesn't really matter, but I thought I'd say anyway, because why not? I'm just sorting out my laundry, eating some Brussels sprouts, because it's very healthy for you. Some copper. Let's try a useful mineral, one of the most common, well, I think possibly the second most common mineral in the game to coal, in fact, from what I've seen. Hundreds of coal already. You see right here, it's just a ton of coal and Vein Miner time. If you're wondering why the XP is all white, it's just because one of the mods I have is clumping all the XP orbs together. Just because the original recording software I was using was, turns out, just wasn't working. It was just causing my game to go down to 5 or so FPS, so I was trying to see if I could improve that in every way, and it just wasn't working. And changed to this one, and it's now 60 FPS constant, which is much better. Yes. So there are quite a lot of storage mods in this and backpacks and stuff, which I forgot to go towards making, but I will do that next time I play the game. Backpacks are coming real useful. That there is a dungeon that you can see there. Just a little house over to the right when I look back again. That there, brick and wood house. There's a dungeon underneath that, which is quite extensive. This is the waypoints part of the journey map. So we'll be coming back to that later on, hopefully, just to explore the dungeon and see what I can find. I did disable that waypoint so it won't show up on my screen the whole time, just in case it got annoying. It's Vein Mining again. You can see I paused for a sec there. Got a lot of coal. You can see too of the Vein Mine that it does take a lot of durability, depending on how much you mine from the pickaxe there. So you can't just be used to just mine everything for one durability. It does actually have some imitations of that. But yeah. So this is basically going to be the end of the episode in just a minute. I just reached the Snowy Mountains. It's becoming nighttime again. So you see up in the sky to the left there, if I look up at it again, there's a Strime Irons, which is just a Tinker's Construct thing. That's now to the right. But it's just contains rather few useful materials that I might get later on. Don't know. I probably should. But yeah, you can see there I've started eating other foods because of the diminishing food returned from the Spice of Life mod. The bread was just ineffective now. So I've just gone through all my food. So I've got a pretty bad road here, so I do have to jump up a lot of mountains and everything. But yeah, just up there is the Strime Iron you just saw. It's just, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of slime pretty much. Anyway, this will be the end of the episode now. I will just some cuts off now, and I will see you in the next episode, which may be skipped a bit, so whatever it is, I will see you then. Adios, amigos.